Today, when we were brainstorming ideas for this podcast, you brought up that every team who's won the NBA championship, every team that has won the NBA Finals since 2000, has started the season 6-4 or better.
Yep.
So we're gonna do a little contenders and pretenders.
Ooh, let's have fun, y'all.
So right off the riff, I'm gonna say a team name with their record, and you're gonna tell me yes or no. They are a contender or they are a pretender.
Here we go.
We're going to start in the East. And these are as of November 15th at 7:15 p.m. when I wrote these notes down. Games have concluded. The Dallas Mavericks did win another game, so I will tally that one up on the West side. But
Right.
Philadelphia 76ers are 8-2. Are they a contender or pretender?
Contender because of Tyrese Maxey. Pretender because everything else. Because of literally everything else.
Wow.
I think that Harden trade was possibly one of the biggest blessings in disguise. And this is very early. I mean, we're talking 0-5, 5 games out of the Harden trade. But, I mean, if Tyrese Maxey can average 25 a game this season on efficient numbers like he's been doing, I mean, what are we talking about here? Like, this guy is a next star. Everything else has to get figured out, though. Their bench is benching. They definitely got some dogs. Kenny Martin Jr., Marcus Morris, Marcus. I don't remember which one.
I think it's Marcus because I think Markieff is in Dallas.
I was gonna say okay.
Yeah,
but they got some bench boys over there. They got a unit.
So you said the James Harden trade was a blessing in disguise. I think it was a blessing to get rid of James Harden, but I think it was a terrible trade in the sense of they didn't really get too much back. Batum is good for their team off the bench. He's basically Tobias Harris all over again, which is fine. If he's coming off your bench and you take Tobias Harris off and you put Tobias Harris back on, like, okay, that's good. I just think they could have possibly gotten a little bit more from one other team. I don't know who that team may have been, but if they just waited it out, you still get the Tyrese Maxey ascent where he scores 50 points and you're like, oh, this guy's been that good the whole time. I don't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to go pretender because they haven't made it out of the second round with Joel Embiid.
Yes.
I just need to
here.
I'm a very much see it before I believe it. Especially with this Philly team, first year new head coach. That's the only reason. That's the only reason.
Yeah, I don't blame you at this point. It's too early to tell anyway.
Yeah,
but it is nice to kind of fantasize about stuff like this. But a man can dream of seeing a Tyrese Maxey Finals MVP performance.
I don't know where this is
coming from.
Boy
can dream.
But. Boston Celtics 8-2, contender or pretender?
Contender. Tatum and Brown. I mean, minus the whole left hand memes that we've been seeing about Jaylen Brown. I think that's irrelevant at this point. The squad's deep. They've been there before. How could you say no? How like you mean to tell me that they could not make at least the Eastern Conference Finals this year?
Right.
Absolutely not.
In an East that's not very good, I don't think. Boston being at 8-2 already makes sense. Like you said, Tatum, Brown, they've been there. They've been to the Eastern Conference Finals more often than not.
Yep.
They went to the finals one year. They can do it. I think a second year of Joe Mazzulla helps them in understanding what they're trying to do as a team as opposed to what they were doing under Udoka. No, I think Boston's very good. They're a contender for sure. Like, when we say contender or pretender, can they make the NBA Finals? That's what we're really saying here.
And very low-key a 1990s Atlanta Braves run, now that you think about it. Yeah. I mean, look at all those Eastern Conference Finals. Come on. Like, they've been there. They have the experience. Tatum is decorated, but not in the way that he or anyone else would necessarily want. Kind of a bunch of participation trophies, but I think that once I don't even want to say once he figures it out, he's got it figured out. But I mean, the rest of the squad's got to play up to his level. Something's got to give.
Yeah,
I mean, and I think this might be the year that they at least make the finals again.
Next team, the Miami Heat, sitting at 7-4. Nope. Contender or pretender?
Not with it. I'm not with the Heat. Honestly, I think it was so cool at first to see Jimmy Butler give off the media day vibes that he did, but I think that honestly set a weird precedent in my head that just made me dislike that team more. and I think it was just due to maybe overstimulation, overexposure to that
That's
team
fair.
very early on. So I'm very much shooting from the hip, speaking from the heart. You know what I mean? Tyler Hero is great, 6 man of the year, vibes on lock, but I I'm not seeing it. East semis at best.
Um, Eric Spoelstra is their coach. Jimmy Butler is their star player. Bam Adebayo is probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year if he just stays
Good.
healthy. He's been incredible. He makes some All NBA teams as well. And it's Miami. I fully put my trust in them. I can't not put my trust in them when Spoelstra's the coach and the culture. I know it's a joke, the Heat
Yeah,
culture
at
stuff,
this
but it
point.
keeps working. So it's like hard to make fun of in a sense that they aren't going to make the finals this year because no one's going to count on them to make the finals.
Right.
Milwaukee, Philly, Boston, all these teams that they have ahead of them. I don't know. Miami could just do it.
That damn court. That court was
The
just
court's bad.
corny.
The
That was
court's the
corny.
worst.
I
Like
mean,
it was so bad,
I know
so
I was
bad.
talking the Jimmy Butler stuff earlier, but I mean that's what really set me over the edge. But I will say I am a Bam guy. You know, I think that he does deserve the credit. East semis at best. I'll leave it at that.
What
Shout
I'm
out to you
learning,
though. I don't hate you, but shout out to you.
what I'm learning is that you're just a Kentucky fan.
Boogie Cousins did have a big effect on my
Strong effect.
childhood. I actually made him multiple times on separate occasions, NCAA 09, NCAA 10 on the Xbox 360.
Okay.
Went crazy.
Yeah.
So I definitely have a soft spot for that squad, but you know,
Much like JJ Redick for a young stone here.
Yep, there you go. He was big on the PS2 for me. Had to go crazy and make a little creative character, JJ Redick. 99 everything, 99 3, 99 tendencies. Just give him straight vibes
sure.
on the Sims.
Got to.
60 a game, baby.
Next team, Indiana Pacers, 7-4. Contender or pretender? I know you're very high on your Indiana Pacers.
I love them. It's not going to happen. It might not. I don't want to say it might not ever happen, but a lot has to go right. Miles Turner has been in trade talks for 3 years now. Tyrese Halliburton, thank God they got him, because if they didn't have him, I mean, what would we be looking at here? Like
De'Aaron Fox is what we would be looking at.
Oh, of course. But I not now. I don't even want to say give it another year. Give it another 3, honestly. Respectfully, though.
Yeah, they got to get somebody else in there. Tyrese Halliburton's awesome. He's incredible, but there's no second star. There's a bunch of role players.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Let's chill on Buddy Hield now. You know, that's
Future Dallas Maverick.
Yes,
Future
that's
Dallas
right.
Maverick.
That's right.
Has been for the last 6 years.
I'm with it.
The Atlanta Hawks sitting at 6-4.
Go to hell at this
Count
point.
me out.
Go to hell. I can't even give 2 shits about it. I love you, Trey Young. Your numbers. You passed the eye test. Your numbers are numbering. Love you, Clint Capella. Miss you, Clint Capella. Get out of here. That's it.
Another future Dallas Maverick there, Clint Capella. Count me out, Hawks. There's just no way. There's just no way.
Have y'all fun, Atlanta.
Yeah. Last team in the East, the Milwaukee Bucks, sitting at 6-4.
Yep. Unfortunately, I love Giannis. Would love Dame, but he hit the game winner 2014 playoffs over the Rockets. Of course, that's my own personal vendetta. But if Dame continues to be efficient and move at a decent enough speed, by all means, there's no reason why they shouldn't be in the Eastern Conference Finals at least. I'm with it. I'll call them a contender. I'm with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they have to be. They have Giannis. They have a second star in Damian Lillard, and if they start to figure it out, there's just going to be very difficult to stop them. And the question is can they stop other people? That's the only question I got.
It'll take time, but solid 50 and 32, and 3 or 4 seed might humble them a little bit and make them better for the playoffs, and it'll make them better for it, honestly.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
So that's the Eastern Conference, all the 6-4 teams. So like we said, since the year 2000, every team that has won the NBA Finals has started the season 6-4 or better.